joining us. Today we're going to talk about type 1 diabetes. My brother Josh here is a type 1 diabetic. Josh, what is diabetes?
It is when your immune system attacks your pancreas so you don't create any more insulin. This is my pump. It gives me all my insulin because I don't make any more. A normal person makes its own insulin for its food. The insulin converts the food to energy for the muscles, so you grow bigger and stronger. This is my insulin comes from this. It is not natural insulin, it is artificial. It is called Humalog. Humalog is one type of insulin. I also take Lantus sometimes. Lantus controls your blood if you take your pump off because it can't go in water while you're swimming or taking a shower. You could also take a shot of Lantus. It gives you a little bit of insulin over time instead of having the pump because the pump always gives you continuous insulin. Lantus, you could take one shot in the morning in the summer, and if you go swimming, then it's instead of having the pump.
Josh, that was a lot of information. Good job. The next question is, when were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed October 5th of 2010 when I was 8 years old.
What are your symptoms of having diabetes?
When I am low, my legs feel numb and sometimes I can't walk and I can't hear very well. I just zoom out and it looks like I'm seeing right through you if you're talking to me.
How do you control your blood sugar?
Well, you check your blood on this. It's called a meter. This has a needle in it, and you load that back and press this blue button. Then a needle shoots out. It gives you blood, so you could put it on here, and it tells you your blood sugar. The perfect range is from 80 to 120.
Good to know. Josh, what are symptoms of high and low blood sugar?
I already said
that. Can you tell us about your high blood sugar?
My highs, I get really hyper and I get annoying sometimes. And when I'm low, my face turns really white and I'm pale. Also, when I'm high, I don't have enough insulin. That's why the pump gives me continuous insulin throughout the day. That's why they made Lantus.
What are the two options of injecting insulin inside your body?
You can take a shot, which there is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 on here. That is the number of units. Units are controlled by how many carbs are in the foods you eat. Or, my pump produces insulin. It goes through this cord all the way through here in this needle into my body.
Cool. Does it hurt when you put it in?
It hurts a little when I put it in, but if you have a little fat, it actually helps because it doesn't hurt as much. And you try to keep it as away from the belly button as possible. I also have a sensor that I keep in my rear, and my sensor talks with my pump, and it takes a little bit of blood at a time and gives it to my pump, so I could just hit the back arrow and it tells me my number. Right now I'm 117.
Cool. Good number, Josh. Wow, that's cool. Can you show us some other supplies?
This is for, well, my lowest number is 23. I should have passed out, but I didn't. I was walking in the mall with my mother, and I told her I was low, so we checked. This is if I'm really low and I pass out. this has lots of sugar in it. You just shake it, put it in the shot, and then you just take the shot, and it's supposed to give you high blood sugar really, really fast.
Cool. How many units do you inject into the needle once you're really low? Or do you inject the whole thing?
You inject the whole thing, but this isn't measured by units because it is not insulin.
When do you think we'll find a cure?
I think we'll probably find a cure when I'm about 30.
Ooh. How do you think a person who doesn't know about diabetes can get involved?
There's a youth ambassador program with JDRF, and people who know diabetics or are family members of diabetics can teach newly diabetics or the families of new diabetics what diabetes is and how to control it.
Wow, that's a lot of information. Can you check our blood? Can you check your blood right now and show us how it works?
So, you take this out and you open it up. There are a lot of strips in there. You take one and put the side that looks like a zebra inside of the meter. Then you put this back in the holder for it. Then you take the thing that shoots the needle out and push the blue button like I said, and there's some blood. Then I apply the blood to the strip. I'm 105. That's good. So I would put 105 in my pump. And I just do that. It tells me how much insulin it wants to give me. Since I'm at a great number, it doesn't want to give me any. And you go down to sensor and calibrate.
Thank you for listening.